The Metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, rolling on. Your future has begun. The Metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get out, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, rolling on. The ride has just begun. The Metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. Oh yeah. I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You've got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on. Your future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the Metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever, where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dream. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on. The ride has just begun. The Metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. There's almost nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The Metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, rolling on. Your future has begun. The Metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get out, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, running on. The ride has just begun. The Metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So goes forever, where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dreamed. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. There's almost nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all. Your future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get on, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, one and all. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. Oh yeah. I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You've got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you
Now, whether it's Facebook changing its company name to Meta or Microsoft paying billions to acquire a video game company, chances are you've heard the Metaverse mentioned.
Yeah, it's one of the hot topics in tech right now. Now, a virtual property boom. But what exactly is the Metaverse? We went in search of some answers.
It's the virtual utopia we've been promised for decades. First coined by author Neil Stephenson in his 1992 novel Snow Crash, the concept of the metaverse has been popularised in movies like The Matrix and video games like Second Life.
The metaverse is a virtual world, or rather a collection of virtual worlds. I mean, we can think about it as a place where we're doing a lot of the same kinds of things that we're already doing on the internet, right? We're working, we're going to school, we're playing games, we're meeting people, hanging out. It's not just you looking at a screen, but it's meant to be you really fully living in this space.
Thanks to recent technological developments, the metaverse is moving from fiction to fact, prompting a boom in virtual real estate.
So virtual land is very similar to real land, but it exists in the metaverse. And unlike real land, where there's limitations around what you can do with it, in the metaverse, what you can do with that land is the opportunities are endless.
Lisa Chikarovsky and her family have bought several plots of digital land in a metaverse called TCG World at the cost of $1,000 each. And they think it's money well spent.
We missed the crypto boom. We sort of saw a lot of emerging technologies coming through, but the metaverse really offers a more immersive and connected experience, and we really see it as being the next big thing to hit, in terms of technology. Your one's up here. For our kids' birthdays, we actually bought them each a plot of virtual land, and they were incredibly excited because they can see the potential of metaverses, and they're excited to be able to play games, build businesses, and interact with their friends.
Lisa's son James says his friends don't know much about it, but it's not bad having a mum interested in video games.
I think she's pretty cool because she had enough courage to find out about it and invest money into it. In the metaverse, I will want to build bike parks and design bikes for people to ride and do jumps and tricks.
Lisa's mother and former state opposition leader Kerry Chikarovsky says the metaverse is a tricky concept for older Australians.
Would have been very difficult, except I've got very good teachers. My son-in-law and my daughter have spent a lot of time explaining to me about why I should invest. I'm very excited because I have 2 plots and I'm trying to work out whether they're large enough for me to build my own Parliament House.
The virtual land market was valued at more than $650 million last year, but experts warn there's a lot of risk involved.
At the end of the day, it's still a lot of speculation, and a lot of speculation that requires people getting on board, investing their money, telling other people to come on board and invest their money.
But before you dismiss the metaverse, it could still pay to understand it, just like we've had to become familiar with Facebook and Zoom.
A lot of companies with a lot of money really care about the metaverse. It may or may be the place where we have to go to work or we have to go to learn. So in that sense, that's why we should really care about the metaverse and what it looks like and how it's developed and for what reason.
And those vested interests seem to be the real reason everyone is talking about the metaverse.
I tend to think about these things in terms of Tinkerbell technologies, right? Tinkerbell only exists if you believe hard enough and if you clap loud enough. And in many ways, the metaverse is the same. We have to really believe hard in it and clap loud enough for it to finally become a thing that's real.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in today. As you got to see right there, that video came out about 10 days ago, and it's with Sunrise, which Sunrise is the largest breakfast show in Australia. So it's literally about the size of like the Today Show or Good Morning America. It's pretty huge. And they gave us a lot of airtime and pictures and videos, which was really cool. And Lisa did an amazing job. She did so good. And she's done radio over there. We got articles over there. So Australia's starting to pick up this whole boom in the metaverse, which is really cool. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for following us and sticking with us over the last couple of weeks. It has been absolutely crazy. As you know, we have been in LA, we've been in San Diego, we've been in San Francisco. We just came back from Miami. I just came back from Miami just a couple days ago, and I'm still trying to catch up on a little more sleep. I got my voice somewhat back. It's a little raspy, but we're so happy to be back. I got a lot of news for everybody. So thank you for joining our live AMA. This is AMA number 333. I'm Alex Nace. I'm the Director of Business Development for TCG World. And today we got some things to talk about, some things and some stuff. So on the agenda for today, as you can see, we are now switched over to YouTube Live. I'm going to be showing some videos today, so make sure that the resolution is maxed out so that you can see everything in its graphic glory. Max out that resolution. And today I'm going to be going over some big updates, as a lot has been happening in the last couple of weeks. As you've noticed over our social medias, that there's been some big deals that have gone down and some big things that we've been hinting at over our Twitters and other social media platforms. So I'm going to go over some development updates today, as well as we're going to go over some giveaway winners. We did a lot of giveaways this last week. We're going to go over who are the giveaway winners this week. And then at the end, of this AMA, we're going to do the true AMA portion on our Telegram voice chat. We found that Telegram voice chat is just so good to be able to hear people, interact with people, much better than picking out questions from YouTube Live. So right after this AMA, when we go over all the updates, I'm going to be switching over to our Telegram, and we'll have our mods put our Telegram link in chat, and you could come ask us a bunch of questions. I'll be on there for a good hour to an hour and a half, just answering all your questions, which I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, which is why we do this every single week. Which, by the way, if you have not followed us before, and you're just new to TCG World, we do these AMAs every single week. So we do a big AMA. We want to be over communicative with our community and everyone invested with us. So 33 weeks in a row now, as well as a bunch of voice chats and everything else. This is just who we are. We want to communicate everything with you. So that being said, let's dive in to some stuff and some things to go over today. The first thing is we are now on YouTube Live. Okay, I need to know if this is has been a good platform for you y'all. We switched over from Facebook Live to YouTube Live. So far, it's been like 99% of people like this platform, much better for video quality and lag and all that stuff. But still, we've only done maybe 2-3 live AMAs using YouTube Live. So let us know. Let us know if you like this platform better, if it looks better for you, sounds better. We're going to be doing a lot of AMAs in the future, so we need to find that really good platform. So far, it's looking like YouTube is it. But still, we like hearing your feedback. So let us know on that. We also, a couple AMAs ago, we launched a new big upgrade to our landscape in TCG World. So if you have not seen this video yet, go watch it. It's AMA number 29 as well as AMA number 30. We have launched some pretty big updates to the world, and totally worth your time to go check it out. I'll show a video at the end of this AMA here as well, but we're doing some pretty large updates to the world. So anyone that's been kind of following us, we started off kind of low poly, and then we went to medium poly, and now we're like realism almost. And it's been wild showing everybody our metaverse has been it's been a little wild. Some big news is we are now out of gold plot pre-sale. So we have a couple of large deals going on behind the scenes. One of those got leaked today of a large land purchase, and we got some other big land purchases coming down here in the very near future too. So, and I'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But yeah, so we are out of diamond pre-sale. We're out of platinum pre-sale. We are now out of gold pre-sale and moving on to silver, which is just crazy that we've done all of this before everyone's been able to log into the world yet, literally before alpha, which is really wild. So things are moving very quickly for TCG World, which is an exciting thing that everything's moving so quickly. So Miami is a big update that I have for everybody. So Miami, I was only supposed to be there for like 4 or 5 days. I was only going to be there for 4 or 5 days. And we went to NFT Miami, and we showed some people, or a lot of people, our world and what it looks like. And news kind of spread pretty quick to where everyone wanted to meet us in person. So major CEOs, billionaires, multimillionaires, celebrities, everyone wants to kind of meet and talk in person. So the 4 or 5 day, what was supposed to be, ended up being like 14, 15 days, as we've just been meeting over and over with all these people, and we stayed and did some more conventions and stuff as well. But we had a ton of fun in Miami. Miami is without a doubt like the emerging crypto capital of the world. And there is so many people at these events. It is just wild. And just the amount of booths and the amount of people that are just so hyped up about crypto and metaverses It's been pretty wild, as well as a lot of the speakers that were really good to listen to and hear. It was a pretty crazy trip. We've talked with hundreds and hundreds of projects and people and CEOs and celebrities, and it's definitely, the metaverse is the hot topic. So there's a lot of NFT projects out there. There's 50,000 NFT projects. However, when we're walking around saying, hey, we're developing a top quality metaverse, everyone's ears perk up, and then we show them our video of what our world looks like, and then their eyes start glowing, and they want to know more. And so almost every project said, hey, we have to run our booth today, but let's talk this weekend, or let's talk when you get back. We met with celebrities, we met with CEOs, and it is without a doubt the hot topic is the metaverse. In fact, I actually got a funny story for you, and I'm not going to say the name, but there was another metaverse project at NFT Miami. There was another metaverse project, and they were actually on the main screen. They were streaming within their metaverse. They were actually on the main screens at this huge convention. Well, we talked to them, and we showed them our metaverse, and no joke, they just straight up quit. What I mean by that is they went and talked to their team, and they came back to us and they said, guys, like, we can't keep up with you. It would cost us millions to try to get a bunch of developers and try to create what you have created. Just to catch up to you would take a long time and a lot of resources. So instead of us trying to catch up to you, how about we just give you all our business? So this other metaverse project, which we're going to be talking with here in the next week, they straight up are just like, man, there's no point in us competing and spending millions of dollars trying to compete. So how about we just hook you up and you hook us up in return, and we'll help each other, which we are completely open for conversations on that. So like I said, the metaverse has been a hot topic. There are some major speakers in Miami, and they are on stage talking about their metaverse, and they're showing these video feeds of their metaverse, and it's like stick figures. It's like stick figures walking around, and some of it looked like lower quality than Minecraft. And those are like, that's the competition. Those are the ones that are like on the main screen. And Eric and I, we're just like, oh my gosh, these guys have no idea. So when we've gone around talking to everybody and we show them our world, their jaws drop, absolutely drop. There is literally nothing that we saw that is close to our quality. So we're kind of holding on to this golden egg that everybody is really interested in. And it was, like I said, it was wild kind of being in that environment and having the thing that everybody wants. It's crazy. It's a weird thing to kind of experience that. So the 4 or 5 days turned into 14, 15 days. And we have a lot of meetings to do this week and next week, a lot of meetings. And I mean like a lot of meetings to do. So it was a very productive trip. I tweeted some of it on my Twitter on some of the stuff that happened. And we're going to be keeping up to date with you on everything else as well. And then David and Ben, our CMO, they went out to Paris and they met with a bunch more projects, and they showed TCG World all over the place. And so here you can see Dave and Ben. You can see David showing another project, our world, on his phone, and they had a similar experience where everyone is interested in the metaverse, and they're very interested in a top quality metaverse. So it's pretty fun. The energy is very high, and like I said, we never know what's going to happen with crypto. We don't have a crystal ball. Like, we just don't know what's going to happen in crypto. But it's kind of fun to have the thing that everybody is really interested in. So you're going to hear some news from David's and Ben's trip to Paris, as well as some news from Eric and I's trip to Miami. We have a lot of meetings to do. A lot of things need to get signed and completed. And that's going to take a little bit of time. But as soon as everything's ready to go, we're going to start announcing some stuff. But I can tell you right now, we're already working on some jaw-dropping things behind the scenes with some people that you and all of you should know. So yeah, if everything goes in the current path, then there might be some pretty exciting moves for TCG here in the very near future. So with these conventions, we have discovered that this is the absolute best way that we could ever market anything. Meeting people in person is just so much better than spending tens of thousands of dollars doing banner ads, or doing doing like a random banner ad somewhere, or Facebook ad, or any of that kind of stuff. We've done that before and we've gotten little results. These conventions, it is just insane results. I mean, absolutely insane. So if you ever have somebody in chat that's like win marketing or something like that, you can tell them that we have the best dang marketing you could ever get in crypto. And that's meeting with these celebrities and these business CEOs one-on-one, going out to their house, showing them what we got and answering their questions in person is the absolute best marketing that you could ever have. And as we've seen from all these conventions, the return on them is outrageous. And I mean outrageous. What you will see when we start announcing some of the stuff that happened and everything goes through, you're going to be as shocked as we were when we heard all these people want to switch over and come into our metaverse instead. And we're going to be doing a lot more conventions. So we're going to be going to Australia. We're going to be going to UK. We're going to be going to maybe Dubai and Spain and Morocco and all these different countries. We're going to be going to a lot more conventions. So yeah, expect more exciting news with all of that as we go from place to place. So that being said, we're going to have some upcoming partnerships to announce. Now, from Miami and all the places that Eric went before that, LA, San Diego, San Francisco, and Paris with David and Ben, we have some partnerships to announce. A lot of our deals right now are like towards the end of being signed. There's been a couple things already signed, and then there's a lot of meetings that we have to do with people who are already interested in us. So like I said, not even kidding, we probably have 50 to 70 meetings to do in the next 2 weeks alone, with a bunch of people who are already like, they're already sold. They already want in. Now we just got to figure out what size plot, monetizations, rev sharing, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of them are pretty much ready to go. And that includes major influencers, which we just talked to a very well-known influencer this morning, sports legends, business CEOs, celebrities that are well-known. The list is quite diverse with different industries and people that all want into the metaverse. So that is going to take a little bit of time to put all of this together and get all this stuff signed. So as soon as things are ready, we're going to announce to everybody. So don't worry on that. You can rest assured there is a lot going on right now behind the scenes in terms of partnerships. And it might be just a couple weeks before we're ready to announce some big stuff. Or it might be next week. Who knows? We're waiting on David and a couple other big things going on right now before we start announcing some stuff. But I still wanted to let you guys know that absolutely these trips have been wildly productive. And we'll get some more news on that here in a bit. Switching gears real fast, we have some giveaways to announce, which we're just going to go ahead and do right now. And then I got some more updates here for you. You always want to stay till the end of these AMAs, always. So That being said, I got some updates. Oh, I gave a little bit of a little sneak peek there. That's okay. So the first, we have a Reddit. It's a Sunday Fun Day event where all you had to do was just upvote and comment on Reddit posts. It was super easy. And so congratulations to, I believe it's pronounced Monomon. Monomon. This person was actually chosen by our lore and story team, which is pretty cool. So Monomon, you are the winner of not only a silver plot, but you have also won yourself an alpha pass. So you're gonna get bumped up into the group. You're actually gonna go in with the diamond holders. So reach out to us, and we'll get you hooked up, and we'll get you moved on to the diamond holder group to give you early access to alpha. Congratulations. Second, we did a Twitter giveaway. And all you had to do was retweet and heart and just use the hashtag TCG World Alpha and tag 5 people. Like I said, we do a lot of giveaways. They're so easy. So many people have won. Do our giveaways. They're very easy, and we want to hook you up. So congratulations to KP Smithers. I believe it's Kyle something Smithers, 419. You have also won yourself a silver plot. So congratulations to Monomon and KP Smithers for winning silver plots. And then we finished our first ever cross community giveaway event. This was so fun, everybody. For those that don't know, every Wednesday for the last month, we have been meeting with some of our NFT projects that are partnered with us. And we thought this would be such a fun way for you to not only win stuff, but get to know some of the NFT projects that we're partnered with. And hopefully that you got to see on all these Twitter spaces that we're partnered with some really good people, like great character, great ethos, and just some awesome freaking NFT projects. That's what we look for in our partnerships. It's just really good people. And so this was so fun to do for the last month. And we had a big final giveaway party where we just all got on the Twitter space this last Wednesday. And we just had a good time and just talked with everybody. It was really fun. And we gave away a lot of stuff on that Twitter space. In fact, I'm not even going to go through each one individually. I'm just going to post everything at once. This is what we gave away this last Wednesday. We gave away a Cyber Hornet, an Animus, collectibles, the Delta Chimp from Funky Monkey. We gave away Matic Grays. We gave away silver plots. There was so much given away on this last Twitter space. Probably one of the most giveaways ever done on a Twitter space for any project ever. It was a lot of stuff given away. But it was just such a fun event, and big shout out to the Matic Gray, Cyber Hornets, Collectable, Funky Monkey Frat House. We loved getting to learn about you guys, and a lot of our people have gone over to their Discord, and now they're checking things out. That's the whole point of this. So a lot of people got their first NFT with TCG doing the dragons, which is awesome. That a lot of people had a really fun first experience. But there's now a lot of people that are like, oh man, this is fun, this NFT stuff, I want to get into more. So sweet, we wanted to introduce to you a lot of NFT projects that we're working with that we really enjoy, so that you can get into some other NFTs and diversify a little bit. So if you haven't yet, go to their Discords, hang out, observe them, watch them. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, jump in and get an NFT or two from our partners. It will really help them out. And we love them to begin with. So that was a super stinking fun event, and it's the first time we've ever done that. And we were so thankful to have all our partners there with us. So, all right, moving on. We got some more things to announce. So Alpha news. This has been a widely asked question for the last couple weeks: is where are we with Alpha? Alpha is going good. being honest, because we're about being transparent and honest, we ran into a couple things that needed to get fixed, which is the whole point of alpha, right? Is to find things that need to get fixed so that we can bring in the next group and hopefully find some more things that need to get fixed. We are just about to the point where we're going to be streaming the world. So Jace has been streaming bits and pieces of it. We are about to the point where we're going to be streaming it live, myself included. So you might be seeing that here on a future AMA. You might be just doing it throughout the week, depending on how those meetings go and if I even have time. But we're about ready to move on to the next group. Might be, David said, might be a week, maybe longer, depending on some of the latest fixes that we're doing to the world. However, we're also updating the world. I know you've seen us update things over and over and over, but we're getting trigger happy with updating the world and making it just look so freaking cool. So Alpha, not only are we doing some big updates, but we're also fixing a couple things that need to get fixed. But I just wanted to be transparent and let everybody know kind of where we're at. So we're about ready, David said maybe a week before the next group comes in. And then that group should go a lot faster as we've fixed a lot of the things that need to be fixed. So then the next group will come in, and then the next group and the next group will be very communicative with you on the entire process. However, speaking with the studio and David, things are looking really good with Alpha. Yeah, we had some speed bumps and some things that could get fixed and updated, but things are going actually really well for where we're at with Alpha. So rest assured that that things are being completed and development is being made and the world is growing and expanding, which is freaking awesome. We have a very gifted studio. They've been doing a very good job. We are right now, like I said, updating a few things. So AI, our CTO, he sent me a big change log this morning. For those that don't know, change logs are like, hey, what are we doing? What are we updating? What are we patching? And it was a pretty long change log at all the different stuff that they're updating in the world. And one of them is they're working on some car designs, which are really freaking cool. For those that don't know, we're going to be custom making a lot of our cars. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures right here. This is by no means the whole list. There's a lot to show you. I just picked out two so you can see what it looks like. But we're kind of making everything. We're not using a bunch of borrowed assets or public store stuff. We're actually custom a lot of our cars and our physics and everything as well. And so we're doing a bunch of car designs right now in the world. And on top of that, we're updating our biomes. So I showed you some pictures 2 AMAs ago on AMA 31. I showed you some pictures of biomes in the world. For those that don't know, biomes are just different areas and they look a little bit different, like forest and swamp and mountains and tundra and temperate, all these different areas that give the world flavor so that everything just doesn't look the same across the board. Everything is in these different biomes. For those that have played Minecraft or another world that has like World of Warcraft or something that has a lot of different areas and they all look different, that's what we're doing as well. So yes, we'll have 4 different regions, but within those regions, we're going to have all these different biomes so that it looks immersive. And a couple AMAs ago, I showcased some of the biome updates, and they're actually getting updated even more. I tried grabbing some pictures today. I didn't quite have time, so I'm going to show you some stuff next week on that. But we're also updating our biomes in the world even further too. We talked about this last week and the week before. Not only are we going to a lot of conventions, we are straight up hosting our own convention. Like we're sponsoring the whole thing with another project. So that's going to be July 8th through the 10th. We're going to be putting on a Metaverse convention. There's NFT conventions, there's blockchain conventions, there's crypto conventions. not really any metaverse conventions. So if it don't exist, then heck, we'll create it. We kind of take that stance on a lot of things within the metaverse. If it don't exist, then we'll just create it ourselves. So we're going to come out with some more news on the Vegas convention. We got some entertainment. We got some pretty cool things that are going to be there as well. And we would love to meet you in person. I'd love to meet you in person and hang out and do a bunch of stuff. So we're going to come out with some more news on that here over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we're going to be in Vegas. So this leads me to the next big thing is we have some record deals going on right now. Some record deals. One of them was leaked or a little earlier today with an upcoming guild called the Dragon Guild. And that is going to be one of multiple. So we have a couple large deals right now that are already signed, ready to go, that are happening behind the scenes, and they are multi-million-dollar deals. So there's going to be a couple people coming in, and they're going to be setting records, not only for us, but for metaverses as a whole, like all the metaverses, like newsworthy type stuff. So we're going to give this a little time before we start announcing some other things. But we have some record breaking deals going on right now behind the scenes. And that's a big reason why we're now out of pre-sale for gold. And then who knows how fast silver will go. But like I said, these conventions have been very fruitful, as well as connecting with people has been very productive. And there's been people that have been watching us for a while. They've been watching our AMAs. They've been watching us, how we act and how we talk in our chats. And they've been impressed with our reputation. They've been impressed with our company culture. And that's it's really cool to see. So for those that don't know, that's probably one of the most important things about us is our reputation and being a good guy company. In fact, when I was in Miami talking with all these major businesses, that was actually one of the most attractive things that they liked about us was the fact that we're trying to be a good guy company. So many other metaverses and crypto projects, they're very materialistic. They're very much about flexing how much you own and how much money you've made and all that. And they've heard it over and over. With us, we're like, nah, we want to be a good guy company. We want to give people jobs. We want to change lives over the entire world. We want to provide entertainment and education and music and things that couldn't exist before but could exist now with our metaverse. And they loved that. They loved our just attitude. They loved our positive spin. And they really were impressed with our company culture. And that has been a big selling point for a lot of these multi-million-dollar deals going on behind the scenes is they want to work with a good guy project because there's not too many good guy projects out there anymore. So, sorry, I got a little bit of a cough. But so with that said, we just want to thank all of you guys for keeping our chats positive, keeping things productive. We're on so many crypto chats. I'm on literally hundreds of them, and so many of them are just negative and toxic. And even the leadership is that way. And that's always a frustrating thing to see when the leadership is acting that way. But all of you, the community, you've been very warm. You've been very inviting. And you've been helping people coming in and asking questions. And it's because of that we now have people saying, yep, we've been watching you for a while. We've been observing you for a while. And we're very impressed. We want in. We want in on this. So yeah, big thank you to all our mods and our agents and our community for all just kind of contributing to that positive company culture. So some new news is we're also creating in the world a cool hub place. I got some pictures here for you. So we're going to be creating a hub within the world that will show you a bunch of different stuff. And so I'll just kind of go through some pictures right here so you can see it. So these are just kind of, this is like a kind of inside building, a bunch of different things. And you can kind of see our different locations. Like you can see the forest there. You can see East there, and you can kind of see some of the decorations around East, like the ruins. You can see the North and the crystals and the trees and the snow. You can see Asia and the dragons and the cool buildings and bamboo and all that, just really cool stuff. You can see all the different regions right there. And you can also see upcoming news about TCG. And here's kind of what's been happening. So we're going to be kind of creating this really cool hub where people can go in and they can kind of check out all this really cool things about TCG and all the different plots and all the different areas and what they look like. And just to kind of go through that one more time, like look at the background. The background, it's really cool kind of seeing the landscape in all these different areas just come to life, and just it's so vibrant and beautiful as I kind of go through all of these right here. And so we're going to be creating this really neat hub within Alpha that you guys can go and visit and kind of say, hey, I wonder what's going on with TCG. I wonder what some updates are. You're going to be able to do this literally from the world itself, which is really cool, right? Like that's a cool thing to be able to do, is to be able to see this within the world. You're going to be able to see this here in the near future when we go to public alpha and we go through all the plots, which, like I said, is really neat. So that's what our studio has been working on this week. And pictures are cool and all, but you know what's cooler than pictures? Like, you know what's just way better than pictures? Yeah. Oh yeah, see it in chat. Yep. What's way cooler than pictures is video. So I got a video here for you. Make sure that you are maxed out on your resolution. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I just showed you, but video is way cooler. So here you go. Enjoy. Pretty cool, right? It's really neat to kind of see the different nature areas, to see the forest and the north and the east and Asia, and then be able to see it from the bird's eye view and kind of be able to see all those different regions all in that one spot is really cool. But you know what's better than one video? Is two videos. So this second video, this one's not going to go public. We're going to adjust that last one that we just showed you a little bit. And that one's going to be public. This next video will most likely not be public, but it's just going to showcase you a couple other elements that you didn't get to see in the first video. And so I got one more video here for you. Enjoy, everybody. Pretty cool, isn't it? So, like I said, we're going to adjust some of these videos a little bit before putting them on YouTube. But we wanted to give you a little bit of some sneak peeks on some things that we're working on within the world. Like I said, not only have we been fixing some things that need to get fixed with alpha, but we've been also updating and adding to the world itself. So by the time you log in and go check things out, it's going to be way cooler than what we even initially were going to plan to have you log in and check out. So, we're making incredible progress. Incredible progress is pretty cool, right? What do you think of those videos? Put it in chat. What do you think? Pretty neat, right? So, one last thing, and this is something that I talked about on last week's AMA, and I've been getting some questions on this, and I want to talk about this a little bit. Is on last week's AMA, I talked about how TCG World we're starting to move away from becoming a product or a metaverse, and we're kind of moving towards becoming a movement. And what I mean by that is we're having a lot of people in industries and companies and all sorts of diverse people and businesses coming into our world and meeting with us that we might have a chance to affect the entire world in a pretty profound way. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, and there's a lot of development that still needs to be made. However, we've been just with a lot of the talks and people that we've been meeting with, and just the excitement of a living virtual world, we may not be creating a product. We might actually be creating a movement with TCG World. We might be affecting lives in such a big way. And like I said, providing tens of thousands of jobs and affecting people in countries that were only making a couple cents a day. Now they can make a good amount of money in a day because our economy, our global economy that we are creating is not based on local pricing. It's based on global pricing. So these countries that have these talented people or just people that need a shot, like they're going to be able to make income in our world that they would never have been able to do before. They're going to be able to get education in our world that has never been able to get before. People are going to be able to have entertainment and connect with each other in ways that they've never done before. People are going to be able to interact with celebrities and go see concerts and go see people that have been influential in their lives that they've never would have had access to before. So we might be creating a movement here with TCG World. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen with crypto. So it's very important that we say that, like, not financial advice by any means. But if things kind of continue down the path that they're continuing, we might be creating something pretty remarkable, something very special in the industry. And not just the metaverse industry, but in all industries. There's very little businesses that I can think of that would not benefit from being in the metaverse. Everything that people have been bringing up, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Everything has a can benefit from being in our world. So, like I said, we might be affecting lives in a pretty remarkable way. So, for me, that's exciting, and hopefully, that's exciting for you too. Is that this isn't a money making project. Like, this isn't just for everyone to become billionaires and then peace out. This is actually has a chance at affecting tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of lives all across the world, which to me is exciting. I've always wanted to be a part of something that would impact a large amount of people. And we might be sitting on it. We might be sitting on a global movement or an economy movement and a business movement and an education movement. Heck, and even an entertainment movement. TCG World might become the catalyst to open up opportunities for all these different places that wouldn't have had that opportunity before. Talking with all these projects in Miami, a lot of them know what metaverses are. A lot of the other metaverses, like, you can't do anything in them. Like, you can have a golf course, but you can't play it. You can have cars, but you can't drive it. So a lot of them have just become materialistic and buying and selling land. Yes. And yes, you can buy and sell NFTs, but that's kind of it. And we're thankful for those metaverses because they kind of help pave the way for the idea of a metaverse to begin with. But we haven't really seen anything from all these conventions that is what we are looking to build. A lot of things need to fall into the right place. So with this movement, there is also going to be requiring a lot of luck and a lot of divine intervention to really have us take over this massive movement in the world. But it's exciting to know that we have a chance. We have a positive chance of being able to do that. So we have so much news to give. We have so many videos. We have so many surprises to give you all over the next couple weeks. We have an insane amount of meetings that are going to be happening this week and next week with some very well-known people and businesses. And like I said, everyone's already pretty excited about our world. So the meetings are just to kind of talk how we can incorporate them, how can we benefit them, and how can we create something really cool together. So we'll have a lot of meetings and a lot of news coming out over the next couple weeks on what we're kind of working on behind the scenes. But I can promise you, we are busting our booties to make this world a very special place for everybody. And so it's pretty neat. So last thing, and I have a lot more news next week. Oh my gosh, a lot more news. We say this all the time that we only say about 10% of everything that's going on. And that's so true. Right now we're at about like 2% of everything going on behind the scenes. It would take me 5 hours to go over everything. There's so much happening right now. And it's all freaking exciting. And pretty wild to even think that it's happening. I say it over and over, but we are very blessed. And that's the perfect word, is we are blessed with great people, great community. And we've been blessed to have this chance to affect the world in a big way. So be ready. We're going to have a lot of news. We're going to have a lot of surprises. We're going to have a lot of videos, and also some streaming of the world itself too, and more news on Alpha as it comes out. So what's going to happen next? And then I'm going to end on our last cinematic, and then we'll go from there, is I'm going to do an AMA portion, a true AMA portion in our Telegram voice chat. If somebody can post the link to our Telegram main chat, I'm going to be in there in just a little bit. I have to go get some water real quick, and with some lemon and warm water for my voice. As you can hear, it's still a little scratchy. But we're going to answer a bunch of questions. So whether you've been with us for 8 days or 8 months, we want to answer your questions, and it's an open floor. So don't feel like your question has been answered 20 times before, and so therefore you don't want to ask it. Ask it anyways. I guarantee there's going to be other people on the call that want to benefit from your question as well. So I'm going to be moving over, and we're going to start up a voice chat here in our Telegram here in like 2 minutes, and I can't wait to answer all your questions. But before we do that, everybody, thank you so much for being on this journey with us. As you can see, we are very freaking excited for what's coming next with TCG World. We're very excited, and you should be excited too. I cannot wait to start announcing some of the stuff that we've been working on. And a lot of it is jaw-dropping. Not even kidding. Like, some of it you won't even believe when we tell you. Like, you straight up just say, you just won't believe it. And which is totally okay. But we're at a very exciting time. So thank you for being with us on this journey. And thank you for watching our AMAs. Whether you've been with us for a long time or just a little amount of time, or whether you watch this live or you watch this recorded after the fact, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to switch over to our Telegram. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions, and I'll see you all here in about 3-4 minutes But yeah, thank you. Whether it's morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world, we appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you for providing and adding to our company culture and being that positive light amongst all the crypto projects out there. We aim to be different. So thank you for being different with us. And I'm going to be switching over here in just a little bit, but I'll end on our last alpha cinematic video that we just sent out last week. And I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody.